We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. Hello, all my Blues Clues fanatics. Welcome to another Months in Review. It's been a little while. This time I didn't get a whole lot of new games. I got like one new retro game, but we got a couple limited run orders, as you saw. This is otherwise just going to be like a mail day video. So for the one game that I did get, that's a retro game. My friend hooked me up with a copy of Yu-Gi-Oh! Worldwide Edition, Stairway to the Destined Duel. So growing up, I was a huge Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan. I didn't have this game growing up. I had Eternal Duel of Soul, and then I live and breathe by that game. But he had this game complete in box, so I got it. And all Yu-Gi-Oh! Games back in the day came with promo cards. He didn't have the promo cards, but I went on TCG Player and got them. So now I have another cool complete in box Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. So Duncan, thank you for hooking me up. And that's kind of where the retro games end for the episode. We're going to do kind of a mail day, right? A lot of things I got in the mail, like I said. And then at the very end, I'm going to show off two things for a new hobby that I am starting, as if being tens of thousands of dollars in debt into one hobby wasn't enough. So without further ado, let's keep going. The first thing I'll show off is an order from Hyperkin. Hyperkin put out I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. A line of like kind of pixel art products. I think that's what the line was called, just looking at two of the boxes that I have in my hands. So I made an order of this pixel art line, and I got two Switch controllers, and a Switch case. I'll start with the Switch case. It's a Oscar Mayer hot dog carrying case, which is just fantastic. I have a plain black carrying case right now, so this one will do just fine. And then the controllers to go along with my Oscar Mayer carrying case. I also got an Oscar Mayer controller, which is just absolutely gorgeous because we love hot dogs. And then also sort of in a very silly nature, another controller in the same line was a Kool-Aid controller. So I thought both of these were really silly. Combined, they weren't all that too expensive. I'll break them open at some point, but I just thought they were very silly. The next four things we're going to open are actually still in package, like you saw in the beginning, and three of them are from Limited Run, and one of them is from Best Buy from Black Friday. So starting with just the Best Buy one. I didn't realize that when I bought all the Switch games on Black Friday that one of them was actually a pre-order. Technically, two of them were pre-orders. But one of the pre-orders came in, so now I have that one. If I could get the box open, I'd love to show you. I don't even remember what it was, and kind of the same thing with the three limited run orders. I do not remember what's in any of them. I think one of them has PS4 games in it, even though I don't really collect for PS4, but we'll worry about that when we get there. Okay, yeah, well, why not? So the Switch game that came from Best Buy was Broforce, which is just a fantastic name. That's probably why I bought it. I don't know if it was on sale on Black Friday. It probably wasn't, but it was cheap enough that it was worth it for me to just add to the list and add to the total. So Broforce, great title. It looks like as American as you could possibly get, which is kind of funny. Kind of looks like Metal Slug on the back, but so it goes. So kind of just funny. But most of the rest of the video is going to be opening up limited run products. So starting from the smallest box to the biggest box. I don't remember which order I got them. I don't remember when I ordered all of these. Honestly, some of these orders might be from like almost a year ago. So we'll just go through it and see what we got. Kind of the same as was the case with Black Friday. When I buy stuff on limited run, I just buy it because it looks cool or it sounds cool. So I can't say exactly why I bought some of the things that I did, but I think that's okay. So first package, just going straight from the order in which I picked them up. It's a Comaggio Remilia Scarlet Symphony. I think this was in like their limited run direct last summer or the summer before that, and I thought it looked really cool. I don't even remember what it is. It kind of looks like a Metroidvania. It kind of looks like a Castlevania game too in the front, but yeah, Scarlet Symphony. How incredibly cool. Next one is Myth Force, which if I remember correctly, and it kind of looks like it. It's a kind of like you're playing as superheroes in a, what does it say? In a ever-changing dungeon, so it might be like a dungeon crawler where you play as superheroes. So that's kind of cool. The name Myth Force is also pretty cool for a game of that type. Looks like you could play as Rico the Rogue, Hawkins the Hunter, Victoria the Knight, and Maggie the Mage. The wildest names I've ever heard. Next one, I think this game was on, the next two games were on limited run. for a while. They were just sort of like stock that they still had. And when I order stuff on limited run, so that I'm not just buying one game and paying for shipping for one game, I'll usually like get up to a certain total. So these two were just there, and I thought they were funny. First one is Cat Lateral Damage Remastered, which Meowstered. Sorry, I don't know what even is this. Is this like Untitled Goose Game but with cats? Yeah, your favorite destructive cat simulator. Yeah, just causing chaos as a cat. And then the other one in the same nature is Astro Aqua Kitty Possum Collection, which I guess comes with Astro Aqua Kitty and Aqua Kitty UDX. So naturally, what do? You play as a cat and pirates. What a way to play as a cat. And the one game that I definitely was the reason I made this pre-order at the time was the Jurassic Park Classic Games Collection. So it wasn't until I would say recently. I wasn't young when I first watched Jurassic Park. It took me several years. I think it was probably like 2017 or 2018. And I finally kind of just liked Jurassic Park. I was totally scared of dinosaurs when I was growing up. And then finally I was shown Jurassic World. I'm like, this is actually pretty cool. I actually love the Jurassic World series. Hot take, Jurassic World's better than Jurassic Park. But you got to respect the classics. So a bunch of Jurassic Park games here. I see Jurassic Park Portable. I don't know what Jurassic is. Portable might be the Game Gear. Jurassic Park 8-bit, I'm guessing it's NES. Jurassic Park 16-bit, I'm assuming is Super Nintendo. Oh no, it's Jurassic Park Portable, probably Game Boy, my bad. Jurassic Park Portable was probably Game Boy. Jurassic Park Genesis, another Genesis game, and then Jurassic Park 2, I'm guessing for Game Boy and for Super Nintendo. So pretty cool. It's a good way to preserve old games like Jurassic Park because, dinosaurs. We love dinosaurs. You gotta preserve the dinosaurs. So that was it for one of the orders. I could not tell you when that was that I ordered that one. But let's move on to the next one. I think this one came in just yesterday, and I was waiting for this one to come in to make this video. So thanks to this box for coming in. I know I have like 2 or 3 more limited run orders still out, so we'll open those when they come in too. But okay, this box is big for one reason and one reason only. I'll do that one last. So first game in this one is Telenet Shooting Collection. I think it just looked cool and it sounded cool. Telenet's a pretty cool game, but I didn't realize it was a literal collection of games from like the 90s. I see I'm going to say this name wrong, Gyarez, Granada, Psychic Storm, and Avenger. I don't think I've ever heard of any of those 4 games, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, cool. Why not? Pretty neat. Next one, just kind of funny. I don't remember ordering this one, but that's okay, because why not? I think it's Yume Utsutsu Remaster and Re-After. I don't remember ordering this. I don't even remember this being on limited run, but it's by a limited run. So I guess I threw it into the pile what I was ordering, because the one thing that I ordered on purpose from this collection was the Castlevania Advance Collection. So obviously there's a Castlevania collection of the Game Boy Advance games, and they put out a collection. I was going to get it on Switch, and then my one friend who's a big Castlevania fan, he said, which cover are you getting? And I'm like, I don't know. Am I supposed to know what cover I'm getting? Not that I really had a one in mind that I wanted, but then he told me that this one has all 4 covers, and also it's a really cool GBA style box. So naturally I said, well, you know what? To not have to worry about getting all the covers, why don't I just get this one? And this is actually pretty neat. This is kind of cool to have in the collection. So yeah, cool. Castlevania. It's basically like a Castlevania episode, I guess. And last but not least for limited run, before we get into the new hobby, this one, I don't even know when this one came in, but I think this one has PS4 games in it, which is kind of weird because I don't normally buy for PS4, but I think some of the games must have looked cool. I don't know, maybe I was in a spending mood. Holy crap, there's so much in here. There's a book in here too? Man, I don't even remember what I ordered. That's not healthy. I gotta slow down on the limited run. Let's get it all out here. Yeah, there are definitely PS4 games in here. Let's do the book first. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I do actually remember ordering this book. There was a short time that I was like, retro gaming, I got to get all the books too. I got to have a library on top of the library of games. So naturally, I just bought all the books that Limited Run puts out. And the first one, not the first one that I've ordered a bunch of books. But this one, the first thing in this package was the Atari Archive, the first volume of it. I don't know if there are other volumes or when the other volumes intend to come out. I'm trying to look for a year that this one was released, and I don't see it. But now naturally that I have volume 1, I'm going to have to get all the other volumes. So that's mildly unfortunate from my wallet, but that's okay. Cool. Atari. Very charming, of course. And while I'm thinking about it, on the topic of media, Pat the NES Punk, just announced pre-orders for his Nintendo 64 book. I remember at Too Many Games, he said this was the last book that he was going to do. So I pre-ordered that book, and you probably should too. His books are quite the high quality. And also, just now that I'm thinking about it, next week, as of the time of recording, a new Dragon Force album comes out. I was kind of thinking about waiting until that pre-order came in for me to do a video, but I'm like, okay, I don't need to add every form of media to this, and including the new hobby stuff. So, go get Pat Contry's book and go get the new Dragon Force album, or just pre-add it on Spotify or something. Don't buy physical music. You should, but don't waste your money like I do. I'll do the PS4 games first because I don't even remember when I got these or why I got these. This one I know why I got. This one I don't know. First one's Witchcrafty, which no clue what this is. Everything you expect from a fairy game, but with a touch of weirdness. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know what fairy games are like. Who stole the witch's mail? I don't know. But Witchcrafty. Why not? Cool. This one I know exactly why I bought. That would be Pong Quest. Pong, Atari. What good timing. The paddle battle begins. An adventure 48 years in the making. Yeah, why not? Looks like you play in the Pong universe, whatever universe that might be. So that's actually kind of cool. Kind of also thinking about Pong. I think there's now a Pong sequel out. I'm trying to remember what the heck it was called, and I don't remember. But the Pong sequel actually looks really, really cool. But I think right now it's only on eShops. So if that game ever goes physical, I'm sure to buy that one because it looks really freaking cool. Maybe I should start by playing Pong Quest, and that'll get the job done. But for the last 4 Switch games before going on to the weird stuff, just looking at them, I think all these were back orders too. That's okay. Maybe I just wanted to make an order one day. So first one is Hyper Gunsport. Is this a fighting game? I don't know. See, this is why you shouldn't buy games if you don't know what they are. Don't be like me. Do as I say, not as I do. Future Millennium Sporting Action. Yeah, why not? Cool. It's a fighting game. Next one is Cursed to Golf. It's after getting struck by lightning at the Eternal Golf Tournament, your soul tumbles down to golf purgatory, where golfing is a matter of life and death. I don't even like golf. But he kind of looks like Mario. He's got the red hat. Next is Nobody Saves the World, which just kind of looks a little silly, a little depressing, honestly. Looking at the back now, at the top it has this character, and it says, "That's you, you're nobody. No fear, no pants, nobody is ready to save the world." How gloomy. Welcome to the real world. And the last game for the episode is Odin Cat's Paradise Collection. This looks very charming. This looks a lot like, I'm not even going to lie, this looks so much like Nitrome games. If anybody ever played on Miniclip and Nitrome back in the day when Flash games were a big thing, this screams that, actually. I'm really not going to lie. I don't see Nitrome anywhere on here, but I definitely bought it because it reminded me so much of that. So I definitely have to see what this is. It's a collection of games, and I see fishing and I see cooking. So, the names of the games are on the back. Bear's Restaurant and Fishing Paradiso. How sweet. Okay, so that's it for games. A lot of Switch stuff I gotta figure out how to put on the shelf, but that's a problem for an hour from now. But the last thing I want to share is kind of an interesting one. So the same friend that got me into Dokapon Kingdom is actually the same friend that got me into a board game, or tabletop game we'll go with, called Heroescape. So Dokapon Kingdom was that friend's game. That was his game. But his older brother got expansions to the game Heroescape. So Heroescape is like a tabletop... I'm trying to think of the best way to word it. Somebody I spoke to about it, and before obviously making this video, they said it's kind of like D&D, but like physical. I've never played D&D before. I don't never really saw the appeal of playing D&D, but this game just kind of hits like the soft spot from being young, and so it took me a long time to remember what the name of the game was, and it took me forever, and I finally found it. I thought it was like Master Quest or Hero Quest or something like that, and I finally found it again, and it was Heroescape, and I'm like, I would love to play that again. That friend, not so much in contact anymore. Couldn't even tell you where the versions of his game are. But so I decided I would go and start collecting all the expansions to Heroescape. So Heroescape began in 2004, or it was first released in 2004 by Milton Bradley. It had 2 master sets. It had 8 large expansions. It had 10 small expansion waves. So each wave had like 4 like figure packs. So you could kind of say like 40 small expansions. And then there's also like 6 promo sets. So that's a lot to have to collect. But I started by getting the 2 master sets. So the first one I got is the first master set. I don't even know if it's going to fit on the screen, but that's okay. So the first one is the... what was the name of this one? I don't remember. Hold on. I gotta find it. It has a name. Oh, there we go. Okay. So the first master set is Rise of the Valkyrie. And it's these humongous boxes. And it's basically a starter set that if you got nothing else, you could play with just this. And you might be wondering why I got the entire box and why the box might look unopened. And that's because it is. I kind of figured that for the nature of collecting for board games, it's hard to buy them used, because I'm afraid that if I buy something used, I might be missing like a page of a manual or like one coin that you're supposed to have, and that it was probably very hard for people, especially 20 years ago now, to keep all those pieces together. So I said it might just be easier to buy them brand new, and that's gonna kind of be my idea for collecting most of the Heroescape stuff for however long that takes, to buy it all brand new. I don't intend to keep it brand new. I will play with every single bit of it. If somebody says let's play Heroescape and they want to open an expansion, we will open that expansion. Maybe for the smaller ones, maybe not so bad, if they're just figures, but at the same time, then you're shipping loose figures. I would rather just ship the box with a loose figure. Not loose, because it would still be in its original packaging. So I don't know. I gotta figure that out. But yeah, I want to buy all these brand new. And to be honest, the cost for this expansion, or this master set, and this master set, the only other master set, Swarm of the Marrow, those are the 2 hardest to get. Some of the large expansions are really expensive because they're just not made anymore, right? But still very, very cool nonetheless that I have both of them. And I think that even if I decide to not collect them anymore, having just 2 master sets will probably take me a very, very long way in playing with them. So that's really exciting. And the craziest part, too, is that I'm recording this on March 9th. And only about a few hours ago did I find out that Heroescape is being rebooted by a company called Renegade. So Renegade, just 5 days ago on March 4th, on Monday, announced a new master set, a new large expansion, and a new terrain set. I found that out today while researching for this video what to say about Heroescape. So naturally, right before this video, I pre-ordered all of those. So Heroescape's making a comeback. If it sounds interesting to you, please go check out the pieces. I think the pieces and terrain speaks for itself. It's pretty neat. And I look forward to hopefully getting into Heroescape. Maybe not necessarily like the same as I've gotten into games. I'm staring at like 4, 10, 11, like 12 Switch games in front of me, and 2 Heroescape sets. So I think that's cool, but I'm really excited for those. I'm excited to play the game again because it's been at least 12, 13 years since I've played. So that'll be exciting to play with a group of tabletop people. But nonetheless, that's everything I got, at least from the end of January up until now. So I hope this was exciting, and thanks for hopping along for Mail Day. Bye.